Now, I don't know about you, Charlie, but I've never actually met a real Chelsea pensioner.
All
What a
right.
delight to meet you,
It's
sir.
a
What a
pleasure seeing you.
delight.
Pleasure seeing you. God
What about you, Charlie?
I've met a few.
Have you?
Well, we did all the masterpieces, and they were always a delight to have and a real privilege to talk to.
Yes, yes.
Always, without fail.
Now, what was your name, sir?
My name is Colin Patterson.
Colin.
IP Colin Patterson. IP means in pensioner.
It means what?
In pensioner.
In pensioner.
Yeah, a pensioner in the Royal Hospital.
How do you become a Chelsea pensioner? How does that happen?
How do you determine it?
How do you become one?
Oh, how do you become one? Well, first of all, you can sign up. For instance, if you're interested in coming in, then you sign the form, you request to come in, they do a character test and check you out to make sure you're squeaky clean, and then they invite you in for 4 days, and
Right.
during that 4 days you have your lunch, you live here in a small room, and at the end of the 4 days you've got to consider, would I like to live here? And also people are checking out how you would fit in, see what sort of personality you are,
Right.
to see if you're one who would have that aptitude, to stay within the place,
It's
So,
fascinating. And
yeah,
how
it
long
is,
have you been a pensioner for?
4 years now. Yeah.
4 years?
4 years, yes.
And were you living in London or were you living in Scotland prior to this?
I know. I was. I worked in different places in Africa. I was a missionary, jungle missionary. My last job was Sierra Leone during the Ebola window. That was my last job.
Right.
So when I left that, I had an illness, not from Ebola, but I had an illness for about a year and a half, and I thought it's probably not a good idea to go back in the field and be a liability.
Right.
So I applied to come in. They very kindly allowed me to come for 4 days.
Right.
And about 6 weeks later, I was blessed to be asked to come in.
How fantastic. And what kind of military service do you have to have completed?
Well, like a lot of people have done, some men in here, some men and women in here have done 25, 30 years, etc. I myself, hadn't spent that time in the army. I was born up in Ireland, and I had to leave earlier. But a lot of people have done 20, 30 years,
Right.
in the army.
Yes.
So obviously they're well-established men and women.
How wonderful. And what is the lifestyle like? Can you describe an average day?
On average day, you get up when you want.
Hey,
obviously.
Charlie,
Good
sounds
stuff.
like one of your average days.
Oh, thank you, David. I love you too.
And then they go and you have breakfast 7:30, then after breakfast the day is yours, unless you have something on. I'm part of a pace sticking team. It's a team that deals with pace sticking, pacing the minute. Regimental sergeant majors in the army have a pace stick,
Yes.
and they go around and they measure the pace of each soldier.
Right.
That's how the entire birthday parade and big parades are measured out by sergeant majors, so that a person stops at that point and turns at that point, so everything is very precise.
Okay.
So last month, 2 weeks ago, we went to Sandhurst and did the World Championship, and we came in 8th out of 20 odd regiments.
How wonderful. So it's a very active
Very
day.
active.
I mean, there's no such thing as boredom, I think, for a Chelsea
Well, I
pensioner.
chose to do that, but we also have other people have other hobbies. Some people are very interested in woodwork,
Yeah.
art, pottery, etc. So it's a very good lifestyle.
Fabulous. Not a place for you though, David.
No, not a place. They'll never accept me, Charlie. Colin, what an absolute delight. Thank you very much
My
indeed.
pleasure. My pleasure.